Today's episode is the first of the top 10 contraventions issued to SASM members in 2022, and it deals with the Regulation 3-12 examination of plant. First, what's the definition of plant? For that, we need to look at the Employment Act. The Employment Act, interpretation of Part 3-1(1). In this part, and in Part 4, W, plant includes any premises, site, land, mine, water, structure, fixture, or equipment employed or used in carrying on of an occupation. So what does that mean? The short answer, everything. The long answer, your entire facility, everything in it. The beams, the racking, all the equipment, inside and outside, everything. Let's look at the regulation. Examination of plant. 3-12. An employer, contractor, or owner shall A. arrange for a regular examination of any plant under control of the employer or owner to ensure, to the extent that is reasonably practicable, that the plant is capable of 1. withstanding the stresses likely to be imposed on the plant, and 2. safely performing the functions for which the plant is used. The good thing about this regulation is that it's not prescriptive, as in, it doesn't tell you how you have to do it. You just have to do it. The bad thing about this regulation is it isn't prescriptive. So you have to figure out how you're going to do it, how you're going to get those inspections done, absolutely everything on your own. There are a few things to guide you in your efforts. 3-12A said there needs to be regular examinations, but it doesn't press you on how often it needs to be done. It does say it needs to be reasonably practicable to ensure. What does reasonably practical mean? Let's go back to the Employment Act. 3-11Z, reasonably practicable, means practicable unless the person on whom a duty is placed can show that there is a gross disproportion between the benefit of the duty and the cost in time, trouble, and money of the measures to secure the duty. 3-11X, practicable, means possible given current knowledge, technology, and invention. Most often, the officers will consider reasonably practicable to be manufacturer's recommendations. You may be thinking, woohoo, I'm a manufacturer. No, that doesn't count past the products that you make. They are talking about the manufacturer of your equipment or fixtures or all that other stuff in your facility. How often they are recommending that their products be inspected, it just depends what it is. The regulations indicate over 100 times what needs to be inspected, but generally the contravention will go directly to that regulation versus 3-12. Like if you weren't inspecting your forklifts, they would look to contravene regulation 11-3, visual inspection, or 11-4, inspection and maintenance of the powered mobile equipment. Even with those 100 indications of inspection, everything isn't listed. Like your roof. If we get 6 feet of snow, you might want to do an inspection on your roof so it doesn't cave in. That's not in the regulation. Or the steel pillar that the forklift ran into now has dent in it, not in the regulation. Potholes in the yard, they're a hazard to the forklift drivers, it's not in the regulations. But all those examples would fall under regulation 3-12. Who has to do the inspections? Again, that's up to you. Get your whole workforce involved. Many hands make light work. Involve workers, supervisors, management, with maintenance and the committee. Having the committee perform general inspections and auditing that the regulated inspections are being completed, that gets 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's look at regulation 3-17, inspection of the place of employment. Inspection of place of employment, 3-17(1). An employer, contractor, or owner shall allow members of the committee or a representative to inspect the place of employment at reasonable intervals determined by the committee or the representative and the employer. You need to inspect the facilities. The committee must be allowed to complete inspections. Work together to comply with both regulations. There is a B to 3-12 and 317. If a defect or contravention is found, the employer must correct the unsafe condition. 3-12B, as soon as reasonably practicable, correct any unsafe condition found in the plant and take immediate steps to correct the health and safety of any worker who may be at risk until the unsafe condition is corrected. I strongly suggest that you use a checklist to complete your inspections. They are onerous to create initially, but it will save you so much time in the long run. How do you do that? Well, SASM includes inspection training in both your Occupational Health Committee and the Safety Essentials for Supervisor courses. And it has a course only about required inspections. If you want to attend that inspection courses only, you need to contact SASM to have the course scheduled. It isn't on our regular rotation of courses that we normally present. As always, if you need more information, you can contact any SASM advisor or go to sasm.ca and contact us there.